are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
So this is the studio I heard so much about.
Oh yeah, this is my shooting area that I do all the magic. It's done right in here. This is what I shoot on the majority of time when y'all see me behind the scenes on Instagram. And I have all the really cool supplies and backdrops and everything that I need for a photo shoot. And we're going to be getting ready for a photo shoot in a minute.
Oh, what kind of project are you working on today?
Well, my assistant is turning 22. Do y'all remember what 22 was like?
No.
So we're gonna be doing a little birthday photo shoot for her today. Her birthday's in 2 weeks.
Oh, perfect. What's the
Yes.
theme?
I think just a little fashion, just a little high fashion and everything. We'll use one light. I know, and as a photographer, there's many, many different lights, but my signature lighting setup is just one light. And I'm just gonna get a camera, and then I'm gonna style her. I had her bring some wardrobe, and I will choose one of the best pieces, and we'll figure out what that's gonna look like.
That sounds interesting. So how long have you been doing professional photography?
I've been doing photography professionally the way that it looks now since 2014. Can you believe that? I don't even know how many years that is. But I've been doing professional photography since 2014, and it's been amazing. Full-time since 2016.
Oh,
So.
wow. At what time did you realize that you were going to become a professional photographer?
Well, I didn't grow up saying that I was going to be a professional photographer. I did ultrasound for 15 years before this, so I was in the medical field. And I really know people. And so I was just a mom with a camera taking better pictures of her kids. And I would do it on the side, and my friends were like, "Can you take a picture of me? Can you take a picture of me?" And it was most of the moms. So it was really awesome because most of the moms, they were just at home with throw up all over their clothes in their yoga pants, and they kind of lost themselves into being a mom. And I wanted to create something really amazing because I needed it. I needed them to have something that they could, be proud of and remember, rediscover who they used to be before kids.
Oh, I know the feeling. This is so useful. Are you originally from Round Rock?
No, I am from a little country town called Luling.
What brought you to Round Rock?
Round Rock. Well, what brought me to Austin, really, is the Austin area, is just kind of, I moved here right after I graduated from college. And so my family, I loved Round Rock because it's small. The schools were much better than in Austin. So we've been here in Round Rock since 2012.
Okay. What kind of photo shoots do people want most often?
Most often, they love intimate portraits. So I'm kind of known to photograph the women over age of 40. So 40 and fabulous. And so I do a lot of maternity. I love celebrating pregnancy. I love celebrating women's bodies, all shapes of their curves. We do mother, daughter, and generation. So don't send me your kids. I don't want your kids. I love you. I love kids, but I don't like to photograph small children.
Oh, no. I was hoping.
Yeah.
That's okay. So what style is your favorite?
Well, my style.
Okay.
Felicia Reed style. So my favorite, I think my most favorite part is the intimate portraits, because women are actually, just falling in love with all aspects of their body, and they're being a little bit vulnerable, and putting themselves out there in front of a stranger. But for me to capture those different, that inner goddess that is stuck inside of so many of us, because we feel ashamed that we can't show that because the way society kind of tells us what a woman should be like and what a mom should be like. But it's just that part of that transformation that I see whenever we do something sexy, like wall art here, like this beautiful woman
true.
that's 40 years young.
Let's have a closer look. She really looks very young.
40, a mom of 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my
Wife,
God.
mom, career woman.
So what's the most important takeaway from photography with you that women and men get?
The biggest takeaway, I feel, is that confidence and that empowerment that for example, when I started my business, I noticed that magazines, I love Vogue and I love Vanity Fair and I loved all of those things, and I realized that those people look just like me and you every day, you know, in their pajamas, they wake up, but whenever they go on set, they have a team. And all I wanted to do was create that team. And I wanted to give women permission, a reason to celebrate themselves. So it's very powerful and empowering for a woman to wake up every day and look at her wall and see something beautiful, because we destroy ourselves and we're constantly comparing ourselves. But I wanted to alleviate all that insecurity around, you know, being seen and being photographed for women, because we don't think that we're deserving or we're worthy or we're not skinny enough anymore or we're not pretty enough. But what is that? You know, it's all like, you know, subjective. And so my biggest takeaway is that there's beauty in everybody, no matter your size, no matter your religion, your race, your ethnicity. Like, God created you uniquely. And that's my biggest takeaway, is that it's my mission to like transform these people.
This is so beautiful and so true. So what do you do if your model gets all nervous and stiff and they can't relax on camera?
I turn their favorite music on and I tell jokes. So a lot of the times I think they get really excited when they come here. They're already kind of prepared. So this is my wardrobe room. And
Oh, wow.
I think it's just kind of relaxing just to know that I've taken care of every aspect of the photo shoot. And the first 30 minutes of the photo shoot, I'm constantly coaching them and guiding them through not only what to wear, that helps with their confidence, because our biggest thing with women is like, you know, our tummies and our arms. And so because I've guided them through what to wear before their photo shoot, that helps them kind of relax a little bit more, because they get their makeup done. Like, usually today there's not a makeup artist here, but their makeup is getting done and they're getting pampered, and there's just a level of that confidence that comes out of them, that they look in the mirror and then they want to dance and they just want to smile. And I feel that kind of relaxes them, that boosts their confidence. So to get them to relax is like, it's a whole process. It's not just one thing, right? And then I'm constantly taking the pictures and I show them the back of the camera, and that helps build their confidence as well. But I'm constantly coaching them, like to take a deep breath and relax your arm, or to, you know, touch the way that they touch their face, or the way that they touch their body, or the way that they look at you. You know, most of the times I have them looking away, because then it's something about looking right in the camera.
Yeah, and so you guide them through
Everything,
positions.
like what to wear. And if they don't have anything to wear, welcome to the Felicia Reed Closet.
This is very valuable.
I try to keep basic staples. I try to keep a lot of things in the studio that are open and that can wrap. And so these are really fun gowns that can be used in so many different ways. And I'm not big on accessories, but I do have fun jewelry and stuff. But I keep basics. So some studio basics you'll see in a lot of my photo shoots. A leather jacket. A little black dress. Oh, yeah, the turtleneck for men. I even have some things for men. The black
kind of
turtleneck.
Steve Jobs kind of look.
I swear, I keep like a size of small, medium, and large in the studio. The sexy white shirt for the intimate portraits. I stole this from my husband's closet.
Oh, it's
He don't
really
need
nice.
it. He's horrible at dressing. I just steal all his clothes. And so I keep like a bunch of studio basics. Y'all probably saw me photographed in this thing right here.
Yes.
I do a lot of shopping
Signature
at
piece.
Zara's and local places. So I have a lot of studio basics that I have. But I have fancy stuff too. But again, most women, they're not used to being photographed and they don't know what to wear. And it's my job to kind of alleviate that stress from them. So I keep a lot of different things. And if nothing fits, I will create 2 pieces of fabric and make a dress. Literally, this is 2 pieces of fabric from Joann's Fabric, and I made a dress for a client with safety pins and 2 pieces of chiffon. Check this out.
Wow, this is creative.
And then I put a belt
Love
around
it.
it. Does that not look amazing?
It does. People
And then
should
you
wear
can
things
flow
like this every
it.
day.
Gone with the Wind fabulous. Like.
It's really nice.
So I don't want any excuse.
In this time, do you like to be the model?
Do I like to be the model?
Yeah.
I like being photographed by myself. I'm teaching my assistant now, but I love being photographed. There's something powerful in those photos. And last week I got my makeup done and my hair done, and I just felt so good. Even though as much as with the pandemic I love to be in the pajamas, oh my God, it felt so good just to do something different. And different is like getting your makeup done and getting to dress up and then having like freaking amazing pictures. Like, I can't wait for y'all to see it. I can't wait for you to see it. But
Yeah, me too.
this is my studio. So we have the studio room, and then
Show us around.
yeah. And so in this hallway, you'll see some of my samples of different wall art pieces, like beautiful, beautiful women, mom, wife, daughter. You know, these are professional women. And then during the quarantine, I was bored, so I had to learn to photograph myself. So this is, I cannot explain it. Imagine seeing this on a digital, you know, just on your screen. I said, this has to be in big print. So as soon as it opened, I got this in big print. And this is me. I photographed myself. And I am so proud. Every day I walk by this, I'm like, you are a bad, beep, beep, beep. Shut your mouth.
It's really beautiful.
It's beautiful. And it's great for my kids. I'm a boy mom, so it's good for my kids to kind of just see that confidence that their mother has and what they'll look for in a wife.
Absolutely.
Or a woman or whatever. And then I love maternity. So this is like a sample of my maternity. It's a beautiful wood. You can't appreciate it, but it's wood and it has this really cool. I just put a frame around it so that it makes sure it doesn't get dirty. But I love maternity. Yes. And then this is where I'm usually in here. We do makeup. This is my assistant, Alexis. She's incredible. And so, yeah, we have different wall art collections. We have couples, and this is a canvas. And I photograph a lot of couples. This couple got married during the pandemic at a little chapel, but they wanted incredible portraits for their home. And so they hired me because they wanted more higher-end, fashion-forward portraits. And over here, I do a lot of mother-daughter, generation. So this is single mom and her 2 girls, and she wanted to celebrate their relationship. And so these are some of the clients that I get. So it's really awesome, and it's such a blessing to have these women and men in the studio.
Is it easier to work with clients you don't know, with your friends and family?
I don't like friends and family. I love my friends and family, but it's as a businesswoman, come on now, let's have this real talk. As a businesswoman, it's so hard to be supported, you know, by friends and family sometimes, you know, financially, but it's better just to have not friends and family. My clients are referrals. And so, you know, it's one woman sees her pictures and they send another woman and they send another woman, and it's just like
word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth.
If you could do a photo shoot of any famous person in the world, who would it be?
A famous person in the world. I would say Oprah Winfrey. Come on now.
I know, right?
I'm sorry. I would love to photograph Oprah. She's so confident, and just for her to drop some knowledge on me, that motherly wisdom, I would love it. Oprah, I'm calling you. Here, please call me.
Would it be a boudoir photo shoot?
No, I would just do a beautiful portrait.
Okay.
Yes.
What has been your most memorable project?
My most memorable project was, are you going to make me cry? Was of my sister. She passed away.
Oh,
but she was 38, and she passed away at 38, but at 36 she was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. And I decided to treat her and my other sister. My other sister had been diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 33, and my neighbor had been diagnosed of breast cancer as well. And I decided to treat them, and I created this whole pampering day. It's the first time I ever did it for family, like a special project. And I had a videographer there. They got their makeup done, and I created incredible pictures and behind the scenes, which is on my website. And she passed away like 2 years later, but I think that was a part of my healing. And I wanted to do that for other people, so I do volunteer at the Breast Cancer Resource Center, and I help them. You know, it was just kind of the catalyst for me to do more of this for other families that need this part of their healing.
I see. Do you also do event photography?
No. Okay, let me tell you what I don't do.
Okay.
I don't do tiny little babies and wrap them in a little burrito. No. And I don't do events. I don't do weddings. I don't do corporate headshots. I don't do anything mediocre and boring. Don't ask me to go outside and play in the blue bonnets, and don't ask me to go outside downtown and photograph the skyline. I stay in the studio. I stay in my niche. I stay in my lane. Right here.
How would you describe your style and the theme of your pictures in 3 words?
Modern, chic, and sexy.
That's the best. How do you feel about iPhone photography? It's so popular now. What's your impression? Do you ever use it?
I wish that I knew how to do iPhone photography. I probably wouldn't pack this big camera around so much. Seriously, I would love someone to reach out and show me the best tutorials. I love iPhone. I love watching the iPhone photography.
Yeah, it's conquering a lot of the market today.
Yes.
Do you think it will ever be able to replace studio photography with the actual equipment?
I mean, anything is possible at the end of the day, but I don't know if it'll, I mean, even if it did, my business is not about the photography. I'm in the business of building confidence. I'm a confidence coach. So I think that my photography is just a vessel to deliver what each client needs. So it doesn't matter if I'm going to be shooting with a phone or with a camera. I think they will still continue to come to me, you know, to fulfill whatever purpose I'm supposed to be fulfilling.
Okay. Do men have to have makeup on for pictures?
Nope. Only if they have a lot of acne, then maybe I'll have someone do some makeup. But aside from that, they don't have to have makeup.
Have you ever had male clients who asked for boudoir photography?
Yes.
Oh.
It's called boudoir.
That's an amazing name. What's the most annoying mistake every beginner photographer makes?
Every beginner photographer. Let me think about this. Here, Alexis, come over here. You'll have a seat right here. I feel that every beginning photographer makes a mistake of underpricing themselves. I feel because they don't see the value in what they do. No matter what is good, what is bad, right? It's all subjective. It's how you treat your client, and it's the service that you provide. Again, right? Give more in value than the money you receive.
Exactly. When you watch movies, do you ever catch yourself thinking about the camera work and photography?
Oh yeah, the lighting. When I'm like, oh my God, how many lights was that? How many lights did they use? How did they color grade that? You know, color grading, that's a term.
That's a term.
That's a term.
What camera are you using?
I use a Canon. I'm a Canon. I know some people are like, Nikon, Canon, iPhone, Droid, whatever. Canon 5D Mark IV.
Is it your dream camera? Or do you have some?
I don't have a dream camera. I'm really not a techie person. I only know what I know and I use what I use. Remember, I'm giving more value, giving more in service than I receive, right? All right, so let's see. Oh, come this way, all the way to the front. Why? I got you way over there. I don't have my light set up right. Come more, right there. Now legs come apart, elbow comes back. Yes, just like that. Chin out towards me. And chin around this way. Relax this shoulder a little bit. Let it go, let it go, let it go. There you go. Good job. And so I love shooting in black and white. Like, you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because there's no color toning. There's no color grading. You just get it right, and the skin always looks delicious. I don't have to worry about different skin tones. It's all black and white.
It's when you take pictures, it looks delicious. Not
Yes.
everyone can do that.
I know, girl. I know. Yes. There you go.
What's the most uncomfortable position for you to take pictures from?
On the floor. Oh my God, you ought to see me when I'm posing boudoir. Like, I don't think it's a position for the photo shoot. It's more of the position of me coaching them through posing, you know? I'm gonna raise my light up just a little bit higher. It's too low. You stay right there. Alexis is used to me. And then I have my cool Beyonce fan, like it's really bomb. I'll show y'all. I don't know if I should turn it on. It might be too loud.
Oh,
it might be too loud because it goes.
Show us.
Okay, I'll show you. But no, so I do coach all the clients through their posing, and then I take the picture. I had a client yesterday, and she was like, "You didn't take 200 pictures of me. You just got the shot." I'm like, "I know. That's what I do. That's what I do. I pose you to the fingertip."
How long does it take to become a real pro in photography?
Gosh, it just depends on how quick you can pick up on it. For me, I feel that it took me a couple of years because I worked full time, 4 days a week. Fridays I was off. I practiced every Friday. There was somebody sitting in my chair for 2 years. And when you do something over and over again, then it makes it like so easy. You just do it. You just repetition. All right. Hand, hips. Bring your legs apart a little bit more. Hips. Elbow comes back just like that. Chin up just like that. Yes, good girl. I love it. Bring your chin down just ever so slightly.
Would you consider your profession dangerous in any way?
No.
Okay.
Dangerous is addicting. I'm like, can you see that? Look how beautiful.
Oh my God. A little overexposed, but the
It
pose
always
looks
gets
really nice.
overexposed. It always does that whenever I try to video. Look, Alexis. Who this? Okay. Right? You like it? Don't worry. I'll edit those little hair. Like little things we can fix. We'll fix the hair. Okay. So let's try a different pose. So I always kind of pay attention to the client's body and what they like. So push your hip out this way. Elbow, and then slide your elbow back. Hand comes down right here, and then this hand comes inside. Inside, hip, more hip. Yes, more hip. Why do you look like you're in pain? Elbow comes back, more, yes, more, like turn. But bring your chin around this way, pan, chin up. All right, you gotta get this fan. This Beyonce fan is like, I think it's gonna blow her eyelashes off. But she has a perfect long hair. Oh my God, you look so good, Alexis.
What's the most common question your clients ask you?
Most common question is like, what am I gonna wear? Oh, there's a lot of common questions. Can I just have the digitals? That is a very common question. Okay. And I say, yes, you can have the digitals. You get the digitals and a print.
What has been the most unusual request?
Oh my God, can I say this? Can I say this live? The most unusual request was my client the other day of last month was like, I want my husband to take his shirt off and I want him to lay on top of me. And I was like, but we didn't plan this in our planning session. So that was, but it ended up being sometimes clients can't verbalize exactly what they want. They just know it when they see it. So she didn't know how to verbally say it. But when I created it, it was better than she could even imagine. So then I was like, okay. So I had to pivot. That was funny. I've never had someone tell me that. I was like, okay, let's do that.
Well, and you did it.
Okay, so then I'm going to take another picture of Alexis. God, that is so beautiful. Go all the way back to the back wall, Alexis. And then I am going to pop this off. Oh my God.
Are there many photographers among your friends?
Oh, all of my friends are photographers. I would say 3/4 of my friends are photographers. I love photographers. Like, I mentor photographers. I love collaborating with photographers. Again, I don't do a lot of things, right? And so it's always good to be able to refer out to them. I stayed 2 to 3 months booked out. Sometimes I can't get to that client, so it's good to refer to other photographers, So majority of my following is of photographers. And I'm the photographer for photographers, so I photograph a lot of photographers because they like my style.
Wow, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Do you always dress elegant for work?
No, not usually, only because you came.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Isn't this great? Look at that. So it's a totally different look.
Yeah, she does look taller.
I know, right? Because I go down on the ground.
And I like that shadow.
All right. So what do you want to put on? You want to put on something else? Okay. Let's put on that cute leopard one. You want to put on that leopard one? All right. Cool.
Okay, and a couple more questions, and we'll let you continue with your project.
Yeah.
What does your typical morning look like?
Typical morning, wake up, usually about, I almost roll out of bed at 5:15 so that I can get to yoga at 6 o'clock. Because it's 30 minutes away.
6 o'clock.
I have to I'm the most productive and I get things done. I'm a morning person. So I wake up and then I only go to yoga 3 times a week. But then when I don't, I usually go to my closet and I pray and I meditate and just have my peace, my woosah moment in the closet. And I don't eat breakfast, even though I should be eating breakfast. And then I just kind of get to work about 8 o'clock. I start, working, and then my photo shoots start about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and goes to about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Just depends on how much fun we're having.
Would you call yourself a spiritual person?
I would say I have a good relationship with God. Yes. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. All the things that I've been through in my life, let me tell you. What is the saying is, thank God I don't look like what I've been through.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
that's a good one.
Yeah.
What personal qualities make one a good photographer?
I think being a person, you don't have to be a people person, but I think having a servant's heart, so you want to help your clients achieve whatever it is, whether it's for their business, whether it's for their life, whether it's a gift, whether it's celebrating their family. So I think having a thick skin too, having a thick skin, because if you got to sell, you got to be able to take no, and no is okay. Not everybody is your right client. So that's a good quality, is just having a thick skin and understanding your worth and your value. That you have something valuable, and always thinking of, like, again, servant heart. How can you serve the people that you want, like the clients that are seeking you out, and creating an incredible experience, for them, and serving their needs and not your needs. Like, it's not about my art. My photography is Felicia Reed, but it's almost like I'm attracting those perfect clients, because I'm okay to turn away those that maybe I'm not like bubbly and outdoorsy. I am a bubbly personality, but my photography doesn't look that way. So I seem to attract like the perfect client. So I think just putting your brand message out there, that's a good quality, is not being ashamed to go and ask and put yourself out there on social media, especially a day and age like this when we can't be in person all the time networking. You got to be a go-getter. You got to be a hustler. You got to have thick skin. I think that goes for any business, not just photography.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you could go back in time when you were just a beginner, what advice would you have given yourself?
Let me think. It's okay to make the mistake. Don't beat myself up over the mistakes. Every mistake, every failure is a lesson, and it's a stepping stone to the next thing. It's a way that God shows us we need to pivot, or we need to do something, work. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. You can put your heels on too.
Thank you so much. This was really beautiful, and thanks for showing us your studio and the behind the scenes.
Yes, thank you so much for coming to my little space. I know it's big, but I literally work in a little corner, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that y'all came out today.
Thank you.